Okay, so this is just going to be how to tie a lead rope. Now, tying a lead rope is pretty simple, but the hardest part is not tying it. It's mostly once you have it untied, now loose and you're about to tie it up. The worst part and the hardest part is trying to get this little loop, because for me, I already found the loop length that I need to do, and when you're tying lead ropes, you're going to need to get something like this, and you're going to want to keep tying it around, and I'll get into that later. But basically, once you get a new lead rope, you're not going to know how long you need this to be. But if you've had a lead rope before that was the same length, then you're probably going to be able to know. But really, you're just going to need to guess the first couple times. So this is mine. It's a pretty long lead rope, and it's really nice. It's a cotton lead, and I got it at Apple Saddlery. And basically, when you're tying lead ropes, you're going to want to get this little loop, and it's just going to go straight all the way down, and you're just going to want to fold this at the top and have this. Now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take your excess lead rope, and you're just going to want to start coiling it around. And you don't have to make it too tight, too loose, just try to make it half tight, half loose. I'm not saying half of the lead rope loose and half of it tight, but I'm saying just kind of get it in the middle of tight and loose. Now, you can use either hand to tie it and stuff, and just keep coiling it around. And I'll show you a neat little trick. Sometimes it won't work, because sometimes if you tie it too tight, it won't really work, and this is really just a bad tie job, I guess you could call it. I didn't really do too good of a job. But, so I wouldn't be able to wrap this around again, probably not, and get it through. So what you're going to want to do is you're just going to want to take this little excess, just going to want to pull. Now sometimes it'll give you a little bit more lead, sometimes it won't, because it'll be too tight for it to grab onto some more lead. And then you're just going to want to start coiling it around again. And once you're done, and you can't coil it anymore, just going to take this, you're just going to want to stick it through this little loop so that it goes in towards here, and then pull. And once you're done, if it's kind of weird looking, you don't have to do this because it's kind of optional, but you can just start turning it and tightening it in certain places that you made it probably too loose or whatever. Or if you happen to have it perfect, then you can just keep it the way that it is. And this is the finishing lead rope. It's not the best job I've ever done, but when you want to untie it, you're just going to get this piece that you went through the loop, just going to take it out and then unravel it. And once you're done doing that, you're just going to want to clip it to your horse's halter or wrap it around your horse. And when I mean wrap it around your horse, I'm not saying wrap it like a present or anything, but you're going to want to, if they don't have their halter on, or they happen to not have a halter, you want to take your horse's basically neck with their head in a way, not really their face or anything, but mostly just their neck, and you're going to want to put it over top of their mane, so that's just loosely, like, let's say that my hand is their mane, and you're just going to want to have it over here, and their withers will be about here, or wherever. And then once you have it hanging down, you want to take where the buckle is, and you can just lay it loose on your horse's mane. I don't have a horse right now, so I'm just going to pretend it's still going to be hanging up here. And you're just going to want to clip it inside here. And then if your horse is behaving badly, and let's say they're trying to run away or something, once you pull, here, put it on this, once you pull, it's going to go upwards. Now, because I don't really have a horse right now in my bathroom, it's not going to pull without me dragging it up. But if it doesn't, let's say, pull because your lead rope is sticky or whatever, you can just always hold it over here, wherever it connects, and whenever your horse is behaving badly, just drag it up and pull. pull your horse towards yourself. And then once you want to undo this little tiny knot, instead of trying to unclip it and stuff, you can really just keep this and take it out. And the same thing with putting it on as well. It just kind of messes up your lead rope if you have wax at the tips. Mine has wax at the tips. And yeah, that's how you just would put it around your horse's neck. Now, the halter way to tie your lead rope to your horse is they will have little metal clips either at the bottom or the side of their halter. Now, if they do have one at the bottom, kind of where their jaw meets up to wherever, it depends on what kind of halter you have. Just go on and clip it there, because that's the most convenient way and it'll have more control on your horse. But if you don't have that little circular metal clip underneath your horse's chin, then you can also clip it to the side of their halters, because they should be able to have that. And if, let's say, you have no clips at all and you have a rope halter or whatever, sometimes they'll have connected lead ropes to them, but if they don't, then you can just tie it to your horse's rope halter or whatever you have. Or if it's just a regular kind of linen halter, then you can just clip it onto it. So let's say, what can I use? I don't know, but let's say this is the halter. It's going to be connected to the horse's face. You're just going to want to clip it to over here. Okay, and then clip that in. And then, yeah. That's all it is for lead ropes, and an easy way to pick up your lead rope when you have it all hanging down, because it's not really the best thing for your lead rope if it's dragging on the ground. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to start, make sure not to let go of your horse, hold it onto this or here or whatever, and you're just going to want to take it from the top and drag it all the way down, and once you're about here, you can just pick it up, hold with this hand, do the same thing, pick it up, and instead of just letting it into this hand, you can do that, but it's kind of weird looking and it don't have as much control. But now that I have them right here, I just put them to the other hand, and if you still feel that you need another loop, just take the bottom of your loops, twist it, and pick it up. And then if you want again, you can just take this and just keep doing a bunch of loops. And then you can just walk your horse. Anyways, that's the little video on how to use and tie lead ropes.